Hello, my name is Jade and I'm going to be reviewing Lime Crime Venus XL2. I can already tell you that I'm obsessed with this palette. They call it Earthy Grunge, and that's what I love. And I'm also going to review two of the lip glosses that came out. There were 4 new releases, but I got 2. The green glitter one, Cherry Slime, and white cherry. This is what the palette looks like. I'm obsessed with the colors. I've been using it every day, and I can tell that I'm going to continue to use this palette. In this video, I'm also going to do a tutorial on this halo eye. Are we live yet? Okay, so I already have one eye done, and I'm going to do a tutorial on my other eye. Okay, before we get started, let me put on my Fresh Caramel Lip Caramel Hydrating Balm. This is a sample size because I can't afford the full size. I love the smell of this. Like, I got this in a Sephora play box, and it's bomb. So let's get into the tutorial. Using the Venus XL2, look at how pretty, look at how pretty this packaging is. This is one of the best packaging that I have seen. I love the colors and the mood and the vibe and how it's a tribute to a classic Venus artwork by, is it Botticelli? I'm going to prime my eyes first, and I am using P. Louise makeup base in shade 0.5. This is a little bit too light for me. I probably should have gotten 1 or 2 because I also got the white for when I want to do colorful looks, and this is very close to the white. It's probably half a shade away from white. Okay, so when I have a smooth base, I'm going to move on to the eyeshadows. So since I have deep set eyes, my eyes do tend to crease quickly. You can set your eyes to prevent creasing, but everyone who uses this primer says not to crease. So who's everyone? Everyone on YouTube, like Nikki Tutorials, Mitchell. So I'm just going to do as they say, since they are the experts, and I'm obviously not an expert. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to take in the Lime Crime palette is Ripe. These are very soft mattes. They are quite pigmented, and there is some fallout, so I want to make sure to tap off the brush. So since I have deep set, possibly hooded eyes, I'm going to look down into a mirror. I'm going to do patting motion. Just keep patting. Just keep patting. Get closer to the front. I don't want it to look as pigmented. because I don't want my eyes to look too sunken. So I'm just going to use whatever is left on the brush. So again, I am concentrating most of the pigment on the outer half of the eye. And then once I have the pigment down, I'm going to do short circular motions at the edge of that color. I'll do a mix of circular motions and patting motions. I'll just do whatever your instincts tell you to. Then take this gorgeous sage color. Maybe I should zoom in the camera. Okay, now you're really, really close to my gross, greasy skin. Well, that's okay. Let's get personal, I guess. So I'm gonna go back into that first color, Ripe. And I'm going to try to deepen up that brown. And blend it into the green. So then next I'm going to take the darkest matte, which is Classical. I'm going to pat, using a small brush, I'm going to pat it on the edge, leaving a space in the middle so that we can create that halo effect. Next, I'm going to take an art brush. So this is just a round watercolor brush. Oh, shoot, I forgot to focus. Okay, my bad. I think I wasn't in focus this whole time. I'm going to take, using the tip of the brush, just connect that I just created. I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm going to go back to that medium brown Ripe. And I'm just going to go between Sage and Ripe and try to blend it out some more. So for this step, there's a lot of going back and forth. So you're just going to blend until your arms are about to fall off. So now I'm going to cut the crease for the halo. The P. Louise base, put it a little bit on the back of my hand. My hand is like my palette. And I'm going to take the Anastasia concealer brush and coat both sides of the brush. And then put it in the center. Put the base in the center. Alright, so when the crease looks somewhat decent, somewhat rounded, I'm not sure if they even match. This side might be a little bit higher than that side, but you know what? Progress. It's gonna look a little bit ugly before it looks better. Now I'm going to take a very, very tiny art brush and take what's left of the base and coat the art brush, and then I'm going to fine tune the edge of the crease. Try to make it as sharp as possible. And go back to my concealer brush and try to even out the base. Now I'm going to take that darkest shade and lightly tap the edges. So the camera was heating up, so I decided to wait for it to cool down, so hopefully it doesn't keep turning off. So I finished the other eye, and I'm really liking how this look is turning out. I'm going to finish up the other eye. So I did all of my base, highlight, and everything. We are going to take this gorgeous green called Myth and put that right down the center. Another art brush. This is just a flat art brush. And I'm going to take this color called Ivy. So this is very similar to Myth, except Myth is more cool tone and Ivy is more warm, and it's a little bit darker. It also has more visible specks of gold and purple. It's very interesting that it has purple glitter. I don't know if you can see the difference. Classical. I'm just gonna tap that. Make sure I'm in focus. Classical, and I'm just going to tap that on the edge of the halo. Try to blend them together. So I'm just going to put classical on the edges. With person, I'm living for the look. In person, it looks better. I bet that's what everyone who's bad at makeup says on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's coming off well on the camera, but it looks so good in person. Oh, so I'm taking this green highlight called Obscure down here. It's so gorgeous, so beautiful. I can vibe with this green highlight for the rest of my life. It's jade. I didn't even wet my brush, and look at how intense it is. I'm gonna try wetting it now. So I finished the eyes, and I put on some lashes. I put on Kiss Teddy. They're the ones that are shorter on the inside and longer on the outside. In addition to the Venus XL, I also got lip glosses. They came out with 4 shades. I should have gotten the champagne one because I actually really like the formula of these. And then there was also a peachy shade. I'm not really into peach tones, so of course I had to get the cherry slime. This is the one with the green glitter. And then I got white cherry. So the green slime has specks of blue and green glitter. It also looks maybe silver, but I think it's duochrome. Here's what it looks like. Let me try the green one. Ooh, That's pretty. So depending on the lighting, it looks green. It looks more green and yellow. You don't really see the blue. At least I don't see the blue here, but I see the blue in the bottle. It's cute. I mean, it's definitely wearable because it's not like green glitter all over your mouth. It's just when it picks up the light at certain angles. So the gloss that I really like is White Cherry. I didn't think that I would like this so much, but this on top of a darker nude lip liner looks so stunning. I've been wearing it every day with this NYX matte lip liner in Soft Spoken. Then I'm going to take White Cherry and put it on top in the center. Glosses, I would say they're medium glossy. If you want it to look very opaque, then you definitely need 2 swipes. If you just want like a subtle, cute sheen, then 1 swipe is good enough for the top and bottom. And I usually start with the bottom and then make my way to the top. And my teeth. And I mean, I would say they're not like super glossy. Like my Fenty Beauty is more glossy than these, but I don't mind that. I don't like super glossy gloss anyway. I think that these add just a perfect amount of more of a creamy type of gloss. So whatever you put over it, it makes the lip liner or the lipstick look more creamy. The lips that I've been wearing every day and I've been loving. And I'm really loving it with this eye look too. I wish I were going somewhere right now. It's 1:18 in the morning and I'm all dressed. Well, not dressed, but my face is dressed. Okay, I'm going to put that green gloss over it. Hear that noise? That's makes me a little uncomfortable. Okay. I'll just put it on the center. It's kind of picking up the... So you have to tap, because it was kind of picking up everything on the bottom. I would say it's more clear. It doesn't really give a green tint. There's literally like, I don't know if that's a hair or just, oh yeah, that's a hair. I have 2 dogs, so we learn to live with the hair. So that's cute. Ooh, I actually really like the green gloss with this. Oh, so did I say how long these last? I would say these are medium wear compared to Fenty Beauty, which are my favorite lip glosses. So these are not as glossy. Fenty Beauty is more glossy. I feel like Fenty Beauty lasts longer on me. These, I would say, medium wear, medium gloss. So just, you know, a medium, middle of the road gloss, but I really like them. I might pick up more colors in the future. Especially White Cherry. It's a cool tone nude, like super nude with a cool pink undertone, almost beigey, and it just looks so cute on top of everything. This is what it looks like. And then here's the green one. It's just clear with the glitter. So this is the final look. Let me know what you think. I really like this. This is definitely something that I would wear. I feel like a Greek goddess, like an earthly Greek goddess. And this is what this palette is, earthy tones. It's so stunning. I seriously think that I will use this a lot. I've been using it every day. At first I thought that it didn't have enough mattes, but for me personally, it has all the mattes that I would need every day. I normally go for browns, warm browns or pinky browns, and this has both of that, and then it has the sage too. I've never used sage, but I would try to incorporate that in my everyday look and see how it goes. So for this whole week, I've been using either Ripe or In Bloom, and then I would add a metallic on top. If I have more time, then I'll put In Bloom as transition, then Ripe in the crease, and then Crown is my favorite. I would put Crown all over the lid in the center above one of the mattes, and I've used Thorn too, brown with a purple shift and with purple glitter in it, and it's very pretty on the eyes. And then it also has these warm copper shades. I haven't used them yet, but I mean, they're copper shades. They're always going to look good. And then Eve is a gorgeous purple, like burgundy purple. And then Radiant is white with, not white, but light gold with a peach duochrome. And I've also used Mystic and Stella. I am someone who really loves metallics for a quick everyday look. So just a matte shade and then put a metallic on top, and then that's quick and you're ready to go. Oh, and Locust is like a duochrome that's green and brown. I haven't used that yet, but I'm very excited to try that. Overall, I like this palette a lot more than I thought I would. It's a very great everyday palette. It has the neutrals that you need, and then it has some more like interesting colors like purples and greens, but the way that it's done in this palette makes it very wearable. So the mattes blend out very beautifully. I haven't had an issue blending out any of the colors, and they are definitely pigmented, and the finishes of the metallics are different. They're very stiff. So the mattes are very soft, you're gonna get fallout, and the metallics, some of them are softer than others. Like the Crown, that's my favorite one so far. It's very stiff, So it does, I apply it with my finger and it's a bit sheer. It's more of a topper, but I can build the opacity, and then this is very glittery, and then other colors like Radiant, it's softer and it's more of a metallic sheen, and like Stella is very soft, and look at how pigmented that is. And Obscure is pretty soft. So the metallics are softer, I would say. Look at how pretty that is. The metallics are soft, but the glitters are pretty hard. And I like to use my finger to apply it for maximum opacity. And I've noticed that it applies pretty well with a brush, like better than other metallics that I've tried, but for best results, I would use a wet brush. But so far, this is my favorite palette release of this year. I know it's only January, but so far, this is my favorite palette. I know it's only January, but I can tell that I'm going to use this a lot because I love earth tones. These are warm earth tones, and I love jade, and I love how, oh my gosh, how many times have I said love? I enjoy that this palette has very wearable greens and jade, and the mix with the purples and the pinks and the coppers just makes a beautiful color story. So this palette has a gorgeous color story, and I haven't reached for another palette like I have for this. And I also have the Venus XL, the first one, and if you're debating which one to get, I would definitely get the XL2. I can already tell I have so much more use than the first XL. This is more burgundy. So this is more difficult for everyday wear because, I mean, if you're the type of person that wears this every day, then that's awesome. But for me, it's hard to wear these colors every day because the pinks, like super bright pinks, I like pinks, but nude pinks, these like magentas and maroons, they're just too much for everyday wear. But I will say that this color Idolized and Burnt Gold, these warm browns, are some of my favorite, and I do reach for this palette just to use those. The formula is very similar. I would say the formulas are about the same, but I like the metallics in this. I feel like the metallics here are more pigmented than the metallics here. Some of the metallics here are a little bit lackluster. So between these two, I would definitely say Venus XL. They call it earthy grunge, and I think that's exactly what it is. I think this look is an earthy grunge look that I really, really like a refined earthy grunge look, if you will. So let me see, is there anything else that I need to go over? Well, that's about it. So yeah, I definitely think that I'm gonna keep reaching for this palette because I've been obsessing over it every day and I look forward to using it. And for the lip glosses, I definitely recommend White Cherry. Like, this on top of everything is delicious. Alright, so that's my completed review. This is my first review, so I hope that went well. I hope I didn't miss too much. Let's see, I went over fallout, pigmentation, wet, dry, okay. So it's always so awkward whenever I do these outros. Okay, so that's it for the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.